Welcome to MMT Chats. This episode brought to you by ISCAR with new ideas for machining intelligently. I'm Christina Fuges with MoldMaking Technology, and today I am here with Jan Schafer, the Director of Market Research for Gardner Intelligence. Welcome, Jan.
Thank you.
And Jan is actually a colleague, not a true industry guest. Don't take that the wrong way.
All right.
All right, so before we get into who Gardner Intelligence is, I'd like to get to know a little bit about you and to share with our viewers. Your background is market research.
Yes.
So I would love to hear the journey of that experience and how you brought that into the mold making and plastics industry.
Yeah, a lot of years, over 30 in market research, and I learned from the best. I cut my teeth in research at Procter & Gamble for 15 years. And I left there and I applied the principles and the skills to different industries. But at Procter too, I was involved in category teams where I learned about product supply and packaging and R&D. So I had some visibility, to plastics and molding from there that I could reapply in other jobs that I had. And then I came to Gardner with it about 6 years ago. And I find that the principles of market research, they apply broadly. So, I can apply it to plastics and mold making, and I have the business knowledge as well. So it's been fun.
Is there something in particular about the plastics and mold making industry that is intriguing to you when it comes to this?
It's all intriguing to me because I'm mostly a regular consumer, and to see how things are made, it's been a learning journey in every way, from a research standpoint and from a industry standpoint. I've gotten to learn a lot. So
it's awesome. It is great to come in there, and it's so necessary for us to collect data on this marketplace, which really our niche. That's what it is. It's a really critical niche that there is not much about it.
Yes.
So talk about a little bit what Gardner Intelligence is collecting about this marketplace.
So we collect a lot. We collect industry level information, and we are very good at collecting custom information as well. So, we have programs that are, capital spending, and we have top shops, which we'll talk more about, Gardner Business Index for mold making. So we have things that are really catered to, these segments of the industry, but we're also available for, I don't want to say random questions, but business questions that we are uniquely positioned to be able to help address so that people and processors, mold makers are better informed as they kind of chart their path forward.
It actually takes off too, but there's a column that has always been done in mold making. It is of interest. When we do little reader surveys, there's always something people crave to know. They want some kind of data to make some kind of decision based on something, right?
Yeah, so we're used to having it, and
Yep.
so why not have it in either your core business, and that's what we can bring.
What is the easiest way for a reader to get this information?
Well, they can reach out to us. They can go to our website. We have a lot of reports available on our website, and we also have some insight into the kinds of things that we do. And so, they can contact us. We have a conversation, and we're able to help them, either direct them to data that are already available, or we can go collect new,
Whatever
very
they want.
customized.
Okay. So let's get to Top Shops. So Top Shops is not a new entity to Gardner
Nope.
Business Media, but it is to mold making.
It is.
And as you know, for, I guess we're going on 18 years, we've had our Lead Time Leader Awards, which is more of a recognition, an honor type of award system, I guess. That was, But bringing you on board 6 years ago, we even turned that more into, I don't want to say benchmarking, but we were collecting more data than we ever did before to really, substantiate why we were picking someone to be a lead time leader. So you
Right.
actually made it more of a benchmarking tool than we ever had before.
Right.
But it's still not the same thing. So
Right.
explain what actually is Top Shops
Yeah.
and why are we doing it now, do you think?
It's definitely a next level of lead time leader. And what it is benchmarking. If you think about it, we all are evaluated and graded, from the time we're, little kids. And so it's important to know kind of how you stack up in your business as well. And the feeling for mold making had been, some of the questions that we typically ask just don't apply. But we're like, but there are performance metrics that matter. And so let's, take the ones that do apply from the programs that we have, let's lose the ones that don't, and let's add questions that we need to make it relevant to mold makers, and that's what we've done.
And where do we stand with that now? So I know we launched it earlier this year, so let's go through, since this is pretty timely,
Yeah.
of where we are in the process.
Yeah, so the field is still open, and we will be taking interviews and submitted surveys throughout the year. But by the end of April, we want to have a critical mass of participants so that we can go through the data and we can identify the top shops, which tend to be top 20% or so, and so that you can choose some people that really kind of stand out to you and learn more about them.
Yep, and highlight them in some way.
Yep.
Not so sure what I'm going to do with that, but I
Right.
do want to spotlight various categories, we'll say, that
Yep.
the Top Shop survey will highlight.
Yeah, and that's another important part of the program. Is
And
that
is there a
recognition.
particular place? Is it the Gardner Intelligence site that we
Gardner
can?
Intelligence, oneword.com is where you can go and find the link to the survey.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you,
Okay.
Jan, for that
Thank you.
information. Now, before I let you go, I have to ask you because I'm asking everybody.
Okay.
We have our new T-shirts.
Yep.
With the hashtag molds make, and we
Love it.
say molds make a difference. I want you to fill in the blank. Jan, what do molds make?
Magic with plastic.
Oh, I like that. All right, there you have it.
There you
Jan
go.
Schafer from
That's
Market
mine.
Research, Gardner Intelligence says molds make
Magic with plastic.
with plastics.
Yep.
There you have it.
All right.
For everything mold making, visit moldmakingtechnology.com.